What's up, fish fam? I'm Dan from Machine Aquatics. I was about to start editing a video for Fish Talk Friday, though it is Saturday. I'm still going to call it Fish Talk Friday, though, because that's what I was supposed to post it on Friday. I was like asleep, and I was like, wait a minute, I forgot to edit that. So, just shows how committed I actually am to doing this for you guys. Got up, went across the room, grabbed my tablet, went to start editing it, and apparently the clip was too long for me to edit it, which is bull, and I hated it. So I had to trim out the intro. So, what's up, fish fam? I'm Dan from Machine Aquatics, and this is Fish Talk Friday on the red-bellied piranha. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the video. But anyway, I seen this compilation that made me cringe once it got to number 1. Because he said the number 1 most aggressive fish was the red-bellied piranha. Now, he was foreign, so I could barely understand him. I could barely understand his English because he was foreign, but you know, if you want to go see the original countdown video, it's just completely bonkers. I'll leave that link in the description down below. But here's how a red-bellied piranha works, and this goes the same with all fresh and salt water predator fishes. So basically, you got a tank. Like, imagine you're growing them out, 55-gallon tank, alright. You buy 6 of them. You buy 6 red-bellied piranhas, you put them in this tank. Alright. So now they're swimming around in there. And you decide you want to get an Oscar. How come they don't up and kill the Oscar when you put the Oscar in there? And I mean by this point, when you buy the Oscar, the piranhas are going to be this long, and you're going to buy the Oscar at this long. How come the piranhas don't absolutely annihilate the Oscar? Here's why. You see, you feed these piranhas every day to every other day. So, what's the point of killing and eating the Oscar when it's not causing them any harm? As well as they're not hungry because you feed them every day to every other day. So you guys aren't hungry, you know. Why kill it? There's no reason to kill it. That's the mindset of a piranha. If it's not going to eat it, it really don't want to kill it. You see, in the Amazon, it's different because food is a lot harder to get. They're usually in bigger schools out there. The piranhas are usually way bigger, so they will prey on things like cows and deer. But if you're a cow and you step into the Amazon River, you might have a chance at getting annihilated by a pack of piranhas, though is highly unlikely, being 10 to 50, there's still a chance it might happen. Same thing if you put an Oscar and piranhas together. There's a chance that the piranhas will kill the Oscar. But why is there that chance? The reason is because the Oscar is a cichlid, therefore it's aggressive. The last thing you want to put with piranhas is an aggressive cichlid, like a jaguar cichlid. If I was to put my jaguar cichlid in with a pack of piranhas, they would kill her. Do you know why? Because she's territorial and she would claim a territory, and piranhas, being tetras, don't care about any sort of territory, so they go into her territory. She'd be beaten up on them, and eventually that piranha would turn on her and start biting her, therefore provoking the rest of the pack of piranhas into attacking her as well and killing her. That's why more aggressive cichlids aren't usually put with piranhas, but that's the thing, Oscars are not that aggressive of a cichlid. That's why if you're putting any cichlid with piranhas, your best bet is to go with Oscars, because they're not extremely territorial, and they don't just like fighting for no reason. With that said, you could get away with putting schooling fish in with piranhas. Now, I don't mean like little tetras or anything. I mean stuff like larger ballast sharks, flagtail fish, Stuff like that, possibly even African cichlids, because you're feeding these fish every day to every other day. So they're not going to want to kill your other fish that you're putting with it. But if you feed them every week, within the first or second week, your piranhas are going to kill everything in your tank. So basically, if they're not hungry, they don't want to kill anything. That is huge. If you were to put an Oscar in there, and if you were to put an Oscar in there that's this long and aggressive, and an African cichlid about the size of mine in there, they would choose the African cichlid over the Oscar because it's less work to kill the African cichlid. They don't want to hurt themselves trying to kill something. And they usually don't. But things like Oscars, they can do that, which also helps their need to kill. They don't have a need to kill is the thing. They don't have a need to kill. They don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I want to go kill this goldfish you just threw in my tank. No. There's a mouse swimming across the top of the water. Let's annihilate it to make master happy. I'm sorry, my friends, but if you put a mouse in the tank and it swims across it, then piranhas are wusses, and they're going to hide under rocks and stuff, scratch themselves up, tear their own fins, mess up every decoration in the tank, come back out, and just look absolutely horrible, and terrible. I tried to say both at the same time for some reason. They're just going to be ugly after that point. Then you're going to have to feed them to grow it back. So they're just a horrible fish to keep. Bottom line, and the thing is, no matter how toothy a piranha is, or no matter how aggressive of an eater or a hunter a piranha is, does not count on the scale of how aggressive the fish is. Peacock bass is an extremely aggressive hunter. There's a reason that actual fish keepers that are professionals and know their stuff don't put the peacock bass up there on the aggressive fish list, because they're an aggressive hunter and an aggressive eater. They're not territorial. That's why there's no African cichlids up there on the aggressive fish list, because they're not that aggressive. You know what is up there, though? Convicts are up there. And jags are up there. Why are you always swimming behind a plant when I go to film you? I need to take this plant out and move it somewhere so I can get better film of you. Yes, yawn. Yawning makes everything better, don't it? Just want to show off them beautiful teeth of yours to the camera that can't even see you. Nice going. Oh, Daniel, how do you know all this? I've kept piranhas, my dad's kept piranhas, I know many people who have kept piranhas, and all of them say the same thing after a while. They're the most boring fish on planet Earth to keep. Except for my dad. He says they're awesome because if you get them in the right setting, they form into a V pattern, which they do. And that's it. They sit there in the middle of the tank in that stupid V pattern, and they don't move. They have no expression, they're just like a frickin' discus. They don't do nothing. They just sit there. They just sit there wiggling their fins and flashing their teeth. That's all they do. No personality, no amazing behavior. You know, convict cichlids have amazing breeding behavior because they're always trying to breed, no matter where they are. That's why they're such an awesome fish to keep. They're beautiful colors and unique stripes, along with their awesome looking body shape and their aggression, long flowing fins, and of course their multiple breeding areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just give these guys an amazing behavior and personality. Along with the jag. Look at this jag. Let me see if I can get her to look at the camera. There. No, now she's looking. There she goes. She's looking at the camera. She's looking at it. Piranhas won't do that. Look at this dude. He's looking at the camera. Piranhas won't do that. If you were to pull out a camera, you know what piranhas would do? They'd go hide. If there was a red devil in here, you know what a red devil would do? Attack the camera. So anyone who's thinking about keeping piranhas and stumbles upon this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. But also, dude, don't get piranhas. If you want an awesome predator fish with massive teeth that has way more personality and is way more aggressive than piranhas, I recommend, dude, buy a doveye, buy a jaguar cichlid. If you want that coming at you at the tank, I don't like you sort of. Oh my god. scared the crap out of me. I thought she was gonna come out of the tank at me, dude. She went after me, and then the convicts combated it. Oh my gosh, you guys seen that, right? You're just mean tonight, aren't you? You're just mean. You just made me jump and you're a 5-inch fish. You see, that's aggression right there. When a fish comes at you, that's aggression. But if you were after that aggression and predatory behavior that you'll get every single day out of the fish, instead of it just sitting around and doing nothing, buy a jag, honestly. Buy a jag instead of a doveye. If you're thinking about piranhas, and then you see this video and you don't want piranhas and you want a doveye, don't buy the doveye. Doveye don't really have a personality. They're more just mean. You can't feed them pellets. They try to bite your hand when you go to feed them pellets. It's just annoying. Jags won't. Jags are a lot smarter than doveyes, and they're a lot cooler looking too. Because these guys got the spots and the stripes and stuff. I mean, not the stripes. They got the spots though, and the blotches. But you see, doveyes don't. They just have straight stripes. Doveyes are still cool though. But if you're after that mean-looking, toothy aggression, go for a jag. You can go for a flower horn, but they're more pretty. You can go for a doveye if you want to get your hand bitten off. It's fine. Jags are amazing fishes. Just be careful when you go to clean the tank, because unlike piranhas, these fish will come at you. She's actually bit me. She's bit me on my thumb. She's bit me on this finger. She has bit me on my ring finger here. She's bit me on also both fingers here. She has not been very nice to me lately while I clean the tanks. And yes, it does draw blood. They have actual teeth. They're not sandpaper. They're not going to bite off a finger at this size, but they're certainly going to puncture a huge hole in it. I mean, you can see the two that are sticking out of her mouth. Well, I guess you can't right now. You're about to, though. No, I guess you're not. You're just going to see beautiful colors that I'm going to try and get a picture of. Come on. Sorry, I'm getting pictures. I'm sorry. I'm being annoying. Make her mad. Make her mad. Please. Oh, look at the tooth. Make her angry. Make her a mad fishy. Yes. Those are honestly the best pictures I've gotten of her in like 3 months. Other than the one I'm about to put on the screen, this was literally the first picture I took with this camera, is what you're about to see. Boom, right there. Right there. That is a picture of her at full extension yawn. Awesome. Almost looks like it was painted. It's beautiful. It's not, though, I swear. It's just, I don't know what was wrong with my camera at the time. I guess it was just new camera, but it sort of looks like it was painted. But that's mostly just her colors and I guess the camera setting it was on. I don't know. But you want a much cooler fish with a lot more personality, a lot more beauty. Still has the aggression in the teeth. Buy a jag. I don't care what anyone else says. You'll never get bored of this fish. The orange gets boring. And red devils, I've had them. The blue and pink on doveye get boring. I haven't had them, but people have told me it gets boring. You will never get bored of the constant changing of the jaguar cichlid. She has literally went through phases where she's been extremely light, where she's been dark as night, and then this one where she's sort of in between and has a lot of gold. Oh, I didn't catch that yawn. But, oh man. I didn't plan for this video to be this long. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a like. Leave your comments down below. If you have any honorable mentions for me, do so. I have only a couple days to hit my goal of 300 subscribers, so I'm going to do a little proposition. Any smaller YouTubers that need a shout out, subscribe to this channel if you're not already, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment down below saying that you did. Alright? Out of, if there is, well, I'm going to need a lot more than just 10, but I'll pick 10 or 20 out of the people that hit that red button till it turned to gray and rung the bell. I'll pick 10 to 20 people to give a shout out. Even if I don't hit 300, if you're new and you're hitting that subscribe button, as long as I go up at least 10 or 20. Leave that comment down below, and you, my friend, will get yourself a shout out after New Year's. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas yet again. I have some packages that should be coming in. One from Dustin's Fish Tanks and another from Palmer Aquatics. So I'm really excited to open both of them. I'll see you all in the next one. Fish on.